Hey YouTube, I'm wondering in this world that we live in, what is ownership and can you really own anything truly in this world? I would say no. Well, for one, you really can't because nothing is secure. At any moment, it could be taken away from you, it could be stolen, it could be lost, it could be repossessed by the government. You know, if you have, especially, do you really own your house if you have a loan on it? Do you really own your things if you bought them on a credit card or you refinanced your house? Like the majority of Americans, I would say that they don't own, in reality, in that sense, most of their things. On top of that, can you really own the earth? Can you really own land? It's kind of actually a somewhat modern idea, right? Like throughout a lot of our history, the tribes they controlled land, but they wouldn't allow other tribes to come in. But within their own tribe, they didn't really have the idea of personal property or land ownership. And you know, when you die, you're not going to be able to take it with you. So your ownership is definitely limited, at least to your time on this earth. On top of that, how many things can you actually possess at one time? Say you have like a few cars, a couple houses, a lot of possessions. You can only use so many things at one time, right? You can't even use one car continuously. So do you always own it or only while you're using it? I find it kind of interesting because a lot of people are talking about that as the Internet of Things becomes developed, that we could actually start sharing things. Think about it. How often do you really need, say if you're a homeowner, how often do you really use a drill or a skill saw, right? You could have like a communal one, and you just sort of like download it like you download a torrent, and you share it with other people, right? And you just pay a small fee to use it every once in a while. And if you think about it, it'll save everybody a lot of money, and it will save a lot of resources because we wouldn't need to have as many possessions. Kind of like a modern tribalism. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Do you think you can actually own things in this world? And what do you think about that idea of the Internet of Things, of actually just sharing possessions?